Philadelphia and Baltimore tied at 10. 2 minutes remain in overtime. The Eagles have the ball at the 46-yard line. Chris Boniol, the Philadelphia kicker, signed as a free agent away from Dallas, will get a chance perhaps to win this one for the Eagles. And then everybody can stay settled in and watch the Redskins and the Cowboys. Second half of our doubleheader, they're already underway, and no score very early into the game in Dallas.
I think you tell Bobby Hoying here, stay along the plan, stay with the offense. Don't get away from anything. We're going to stay with the quick stuff, the short stuff. And if you see somebody running free and it's a sure thing, then let it fly. But outside of that, stick with the plan. The plan has gotten them to this point, whether you like it or not.
Bobby Hoying has had a solid, very solid first start in the NFL. But can he get his team to a win? He fires to Fryer down to the 40-yard line, a gain of close to 6. He's been sacked 9 times today, but keeps getting up.
Is he limping a little bit?
He will be tomorrow.
That's the advantage of having that young guy in there. Look at those numbers.
Second and 4. And flags everywhere litter the field. Clock stopping with 1:28 left. And again, there is no such thing as a second overtime, folks.
Slow start, offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
You know, for a guy who's a first rounder, there's been far too much of that stuff going on from him. I mean, these are the times you need him to be solid, to be a vet, to be focused, to be a pro. That's what being a pro is all about. That stuff happens in college. And here it is, overtime game. You're driving to win the game. You can't make it harder on yourself than it already is.
Goes from 2nd and 4 to 2nd and 9. They try to set up a screen, and Waters dropped it. Boy, if you take that play right there and you go back to drop, unquestionably the biggest drop was Charlie Garner's. It moved the chains in overtime and given him a field goal chance to win the game.
Yeah, but it's nothing new, though, Tom. It's been going on. Like I said, they talked about what Detmer didn't do last week. Well, somebody got to count those drops. I mean, guys just getting pounded in the numbers and dropping the ball. Now instead of a maybe first down or a 3rd and short, you got a 3rd and 11.
So now 3rd down and 10. Hoying steps up, throws, and what a catch down to the 28-yard line by Freddie Solomon. He dropped a big ball earlier today. And now Philadelphia knocking on the door. Clock running at 1:11. And that's their final timeout. 17-yard gain.
Fryer worked into the middle of the field, and Hoying looking there the whole way. Solomon worked inside. He just worked above the linebackers. He looked over at Fryer for a long time, and then finally, that's a tough throw. That one will make you swallow your heart there. That's a tough throw.
Vern Hoying, Bobby's father.
This is what we're talking about. Look at what he's got to try to throw over. He couldn't find Fryer. Now he's going to dump it over the backs. Look, you don't even see Solomon. There he is. Wow. No guts, no glory. Is that what they call it?
That's what they say.
Young quarterbacks are not afraid of much.
First down to the 27-yard line. 1:08 left in the overtime. Short drop. Hoying throws, and it's caught this time by Garner. See it at the 20.
Charlie made sure. I'm going to start thinking about a field goal here soon.
Well, they're out of timeouts, and we're under a minute left in the overtime.
Now, wait a minute, Bobby, huh? He puts them back in the huddle. All right. They got to be thinking about running one more and putting it in the middle of the field.
They better
hurry up.
Be a 37-yard field goal try right now.
Hurry up.
Blitz coming, and Hoying had to throw it away. He was hammered to the turf that time by James Jones.
This is risky stuff here.
Third down and 3. 30 seconds remain in the overtime. Philadelphia out of timeouts.
Still think with the win, you want to try to have that ball in the middle of the field. It's on the hash now.
Hoying will throw. Waters, a terrific catch down to the 16.
He's in bounds.
And he's in bounds to run. He did pick up the first down, and now Hoying will bring him up to the line of scrimmage, spike the ball, and give Boniol a chance. And Boniol now has to race off the field.
He's got time to do it. He's got to make sure everybody's setting off.
And the clock stops with 5 seconds left, and a flag is down.
Where they set. See, Tom, I thought they were getting a little risky with this. A little risky with this, playing with it. I'm thinking line up and go for this thing.
Well, Boniol and the entire field goal unit came racing out under the...
They didn't know that the chains had been moved, and he had time to go ahead and clock the ball. That's the problem, and now they're going to push him back. And
if this is an offensive
they're going to run it off.
The game will be over.
They're going to run it off.
Because they would have to run off 10 seconds from the clock.
The offensive team had an illegal formation at the snap. On the left side of the line, there was not an eligible receiver. That's a 5-yard penalty. It did not prevent the snap. So there's still 5 seconds left in the clock.
Right. There's a difference. It did not
prevent the snap. Okay, that's the difference. If it had, that would have been a runoff of 10 seconds. But now...
The line of scrimmage is the 18-yard line. Boniol will try, or the 20-yard line, after they back him up from the penalty. It goes to the 22. And this will be a 40-yard field goal attempt by Chris Boniol, who tries to win it for Philadelphia in overtime. Hutton the holder, Boniol the kicker. It is up, it leaks wide right. And the game ends in a 10-10 tie.
Need I say it? Special teams once again.
We said that Boniol had to kick into that gusting wind right into his face. So that is our Energizer play of the game as Philadelphia, led by Bobby Hoying, gets in field goal position, but Boniol pushes it wide right.
You can see the reaction here by Rhodes. Boy, he knew.
And for Chris Boniol, who left Dallas to come and win games for Philadelphia, when it left his foot, it started fading off to the right. And we end the first overtime game-ending tie in the NFL since 1989. For Ron Pitts, Tom Brenneman, so long from Baltimore. 10-10 the final. Coming up next, game 2 of our doubleheader, except for those of you in Baltimore. The Redskins take on the Cowboys. And what a wild one here today. Bobby Hoying, terrific in his first NFL start. But the Eagles can't come away with a victory. You've been watching the NFL on Fox. Back after this message from your local Fox station.